Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, evening or night depending on when you're watching this. I am your host AMMAR bin IZWAN for today's talk show session. And if you notice, our setup is a bit odd, the lighting is a bit strange, and that is because we've taken our setup from the Cinderland studio to JKKN for the setting up of Expo Go Digital 2022 for the booth of Cinderlands. And for today's talk show session, we have invited the Director of JPN, Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Perlis, CIKGU NAHARUDEEN bin OTHMAN. Okay, how are you doing, CIKGU?
Okay, I'm good. I just finished, doing a bit of presentation regarding the student voice. So hopefully the audience like it.
Yeah. Okay. I believe this is your second time on this Cinder Talk Show.
Yeah, the first time is at your school, at your studio, and now we are at JKKN auditorium. Different environment, I guess.
Yeah, different environment, but the same talk show.
Yeah, sure.
And if there is nothing, we can start the series of asking and answering questions.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So, CIKGU, what is your opinion, or what are your views on the Expo Go Digital 2022 currently taking place?
Okay, as we know, most of the students nowadays are Generation Z, or we can call you guys as digital nomad generation. So I think this what we call Digital Expo is a very straightforward approach in order to expose 09 kids, okay, to different activities regarding the IT and also what we call that IoT. And from what I can see, many students come over for this digital expo, and this is a good sign in which I think Perlis 09 kids tend to appreciate what we are doing at this time, and the most important thing is the exposure that they can get by competing in many of the activities offered in this digital expo. Yeah.
Okay. Very good answer, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure that you simplified the answers more than the Friday Night Moonlight one. Yeah.
Alright, so meaning that number one, if we look at our client at JPN, meaning that the teachers, they have the competency, to conduct lots of activities by what we call IT platform. Secondly, students are looking forward for this kind of activity. So I'm looking at the good future or bright future in Perlis education.
Okay. Second question, what are your views of Sindra Mall hosting or co-hosting for this year's Expo Go Digital?
As I said before, we are right now doing a redesigned approach to schools in Perlis. So what Sindra Mall is conducting right now is you are number one on the content. I think there are so many activities that the student can join. Okay, secondly is on the approach, meaning that different station will offer different approach to students in order to create the pulling factor. Number three is the space, even though we are not doing this at Sindra Mall, but we are doing this at Auditorium JKKN, meaning that by providing the booth, I think it can also attract the students. And the last but not least is the marketing. So by looking at so many students that come to this expo, I think Sindra Mall has done a very good marketing strategy to bring over the students to this expo. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the compliment. Our school very much appreciates it. And last but not least, what are your hopes of the state of Perlis going into the era of digitalization or the digital era?
Okay, like I said, even at the current stage or in the future, basically students, they have to be a job creator instead of a job seeker. So in order to do that, they have to have certain skills or certain knowledge regarding ICT or IoT in order for them to survive. So what I believe is every student need to have some sort of product. They need to have a brand, some sort like Chanel, like Adidas,
Gucci.
or Gucci, whatsoever. They need to have their own brand. So in order to market their brand for people to come and buy, so that they can have the profit out of the brand, so they need to do the marketing. So in order to do the marketing, they need to have good skills of communication. So I believe this platform will provide the student the advantages of having all these what we call future-proof skills for them in order for them to survive in their near future. Yeah.
Okay, and that is all for the questions. Thank you, Cikgu Naharudeen,
Thank
for
you very much, Ammar.
coming.
I'm sorry because it's very hot because so many people here in this auditorium. Okay.
It's a very
good luck in your future undertakings. All the best.
Okay. And that is all for today's talk show session. Thank you, Cikgu Naharudeen, for coming onto the talk show session.